Hey Eagles! This week I want to focus on a skill that can really help in times when we're under a lot of stress, have to see the same people over and over again, and maybe can't keep our cool as easily as we could before. During this time when we feel a little cooped up, it's really important to practice forgiveness. When people make mistakes, we can't always know what led to that mistake, and just like we need forgiveness for our mistakes, it's important to forgive others. To talk about forgiveness, I borrowed some materials from the Mayo Clinic and an article from Psychology Today. Because believe it or not, forgiveness has a lot of positive psychological and physical benefits. So to begin with, let's start with what forgiveness is not. It is not about becoming best friends with the person who wronged you or saying what they did was okay. What it is about is choosing to let go of the bitterness that comes from the mistakes of others, and sometimes our own mistakes. It is okay to be upset by upsetting things, but at some point we may be choosing to be upset or angry, and that ultimately hurts us. I once heard that holding on to anger is like drinking poison and hoping someone else will get sick from it. Forgiveness is about choosing to accept what happened as it happened, rather than what could have or should have happened. While there are many definitions of forgiveness, the scientific literature on forgiveness usually includes these three common components. 1. Gaining a more balanced view of the offender and the event. 2. Decreasing negative feelings toward the offender and potentially increasing compassion. And 3. Giving up the right to punish the offender further or to demand restitution. Psychologically, when people reported higher levels of forgiveness, they also tended to report better health habits and decreased depression, anxiety, and anger levels. Studies have shown some other benefits of forgiveness are healthier relationships, improved mental health, less anxiety, stress, and hostility, lower blood pressure, fewer symptoms of depression, a stronger immune system, improved heart health, and improved self-esteem. I know I'm not a perfect person, and there are times when I make mistakes. We all do. I've always appreciated those who've been patient with me, tried to understand why I made a mistake, and gave me another shot. They didn't brush things under the rug and pretend like my mistake never happened. I would never have learned to be better that way. But they gave me room to grow, learn more, and be better. I'm going to put links to the articles I used today in the description below if you want to learn more about forgiveness. There was a show on when I was a little kid called Reading Rainbow. At the end of every episode, the host, LeVar Burton, would encourage us to read more good books, and he would say,
"Here's some other books that you might like, but you don't have to take my word for it."
I chose to talk about forgiveness today because I have personally seen the benefits of it. I have been terribly hurt more than once, and forgiving those that hurt me has given me access to a great life, a life I wouldn't have had otherwise. But as my man LeVar Burton would say, you don't have to take my word for it. Give forgiveness a try. Now be good, be safe, be eagles, and rise.